long before the magnificent temples of Angkor rose above the jungle canopy, and long before the Khmer Empire established itself as one of Asia's greatest powers, there was another world, a world where the ancestors of the Khmer people took their very first steps toward civilization. This is the story of that earliest Khmer welder story, shaped by rivers, mountains, mysteries, and the unyielding spirit of a people who would one day build wonders that still amaze us today. Thousands of years ago, the land we now call Cambodia was a realm of dense jungles, powerful rivers, and incredibly fertile plains. The earliest humans found life along the banks of the mighty Mekong River, around the vast Tonle Sap lake, and scattered across the coastal lowlands. They were hunters, fishermen, and gatherers, living in harmony with the natural world around them. Over countless generations, they made a monumental discovery: how to cultivate rice. This wasn't just about food. It was the birth of a tradition that would become the very heart of Khmer identity for millennia to come. These early people were not yet a kingdom, not yet an empire, but they carried within them the seeds of a future that would change the course of Southeast Asian history. As centuries flowed by, small scattered villages began to grow into larger, more organized communities. The spiritual world of these early Khmer people was rich and vibrant. They believed that everything was alive with spirits, the spirits of the towering mountains, the flowing rivers, the deep, mysterious forests, and, most importantly, the spirits of their ancestors who watched over them. This worldview was woven into the fabric of their daily lives. They crafted intricate stone tools, beautiful pottery, and personal ornaments that were more than just functional. They were expressions of their culture. Slowly, early forms of social structure began to appear. Chiefs, elders, and healers emerged as leaders, guiding their communities with wisdom and tradition. It was these ancient beliefs and social practices that formed the deep cultural foundation upon which the entire Khmer worldview would later be built. The Mekong River was the absolute lifeline of ancient Khmer society. It was more than just a source of water. It provided an abundance of food, a natural highway for transportation, and deposited rich, fertile silt that made agriculture possible. It was also a conduit for new ideas. Early traders from India, China, and other parts of Asia sailed the seas and navigated the rivers, bringing with them incredible innovations. They introduced new writing systems, stunning artistic styles, profound religious concepts like Hinduism and Buddhism, and advanced technologies. But the Khmer people were not passive recipients. They didn't simply copy these foreign ideas. Instead, they skillfully blended them with their own deeply rooted beliefs and traditions. This fusion created a uniquely Khmer culture, a vibrant synthesis of local spirit and global influence that slowly transformed scattered settlements into an organized, sophisticated society. This remarkable mixture of tradition and innovation would become the guiding force behind the birth of the very first Khmer kingdoms. Around the 1st century AD, The first great civilization of this region emerged from the mists of prehistory, the kingdom of Funan. Funan was not just a simple kingdom, it was a powerful and prosperous trading empire. Its people were master engineers, constructing a complex network of canals for irrigation and transport, which allowed them to organize large-scale agriculture and support a growing population. They developed early political systems, with kings who ruled through a powerful combination of divine authority and community leadership. Funan's strategic control over key coastal ports made it a bustling hub of international commerce. Here, merchants from as far away as the Roman Empire, Persia, India, and China gathered to exchange goods, stories, and knowledge. The Kingdom of Funan marks a pivotal moment, the true beginning of documented Khmer history, a civilization that laid the groundwork for all that was to come. After several centuries of dominance, Funan's power began to decline. From its ashes, a new power rose to take its place. Chenla was a kingdom of fascinating duality, existing in two distinct but connected regions. There was land Chenla, situated in the mountainous interior, a rugged land of hardy people, and there was water Chenla, which flourished in the lowlands and river plains. Inheriting much of the agricultural and maritime legacy of Funan, the people of Chenla were prolific builders, constructing some of the first stone temples, precursors to the architectural marvels of Angkor Wat. They expanded agriculture, strengthened their political unity, and further forged the Khmer identity. Their language, their art, and their unique architectural style became more defined. Most importantly, they solidified the belief in the Devaraja, or the God King, the idea that rulers were chosen by the gods to lead their people. All of these developments were crucial foundations, preparing the Khmer people for their greatest and most glorious era. So, by masterfully combining their ancient animist traditions, their profound spiritual beliefs, their sophisticated agricultural knowledge, and a growing sense of political unity, the early Khmer people created one of the most advanced and influential civilizations in all of Southeast Asia. This formative era, from the first rice farmers to the powerful kingdoms of Funan and Chenla, what made the rise of Angkor possible. It was the necessary prelude to the golden age that would follow centuries later. Every great civilization, like every day, begins with a dawn. And this the story of the earliest Khmer people, their struggles, their beliefs, and their innovations, the very first light that illuminated and shaped the entire Khmer world. It's as a powerful reminder that the grandest achievements are always built upon the foundations laid by those who came before. Thank you for joining us on this journey back in time. If you found this story fascinating, please like, share, and subscribe for more deep dives into the hidden histories that shaped our world. See you next time.